Welcome back to the Keystone Hiker. Okay, welcome back to day 3. Today we're going to do a 5 to 6 mile hike. We're starting here at Double Run and heading up over. It's going to be a combination of a bunch of different trails. But I got a little early start, so I wanted to wait till I get down here to the trailhead to get going. So it's about 9 o'clock. We're going to get up there and try to beat the heat and the storms. So welcome back for day 3. It should be a wonderful day with some waterfalls and some views and some trail time. All right, let's go. Okay, I'd just like to tell you all one thing. On a hot, humid day like days like today, stay hydrated. Drink lots of water, take lots of breaks as you're climbing the mountains. Thank you. Okay, here we are, not even 100 yards in on the Double Run. It's Cottonwood Falls. Mother Nature giving me a beautiful scenery right here. Notice the rocks, how it's carved out by this. And be warned that these are slipperier than ice. Walk on them like you're walking on thin ice or eggshells. It's very slippery, but a beautiful scenery here in Loyalsock State Forest. Some of the rocks here are carved out. All right, so the start of it, before I get too far in here, the start of it is green, and the blazes are actually like the Loyalsock blazes. They're plastic, so that's what you're going to start at. Wow, look at this. Pretty awesome setting here. It's like brand new bridge for me. Little log seating area. This is a nice little spot to take a little break, huh? It's really buggy though here, and I'm just starting, so well, let's take a look here. Very nice. The X means link cross connector for the very nice. Nice area here. Okay, so once you come across, there's going to be like a lot of different ways you can go. Come across, turn right, and about 30 yards down, you're going to see the start of the East Branch Trail. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go up over here along the East Branch right there. But you can see, so if you have to go over the bridge and get to the next bridge, it's too far. But let's head on up here. This is going to be yellow. Start East Branch Trail. Rocks are real slippery too under here. So, all right, we're going to be climbing because I think we got a view on this. So it looks like there's to be a waterfall up there I might have to get to. All right, stick with me. Okay, another beautiful area here in the Loyalsock along the East Branch Trail. But it looks to be that I am going to be starting to go up here, maybe away from the water. And for all intents and purposes, that might be a good thing. Man, I've been there, jeez. I didn't even make it a quarter mile in an hour, I bet you. But, oh well. On we go. Well, at least one thing. When you're going up, it's usually red squirrel. Usually a good bet that you get a view. Stay tuned. Lots to do today, lots to see. Just walking along here, how humid and damp and wet everything is. And the scenery. Looks like a rainforest. All right, another humid day here. Sun ain't out though, which is good, I guess. This East Branch Trail ain't too shabby. It's pretty nice. You hear the creek beside you. Walking in a pretty nice forest here. It's up and down, you know, it's not drastic or anything, but yeah, still going. Beautiful, man. When the sun does come out though, it highlights. All right, I'm gonna get trekking. I'm soaked, but it's worth it. It's just to see this stuff and hear whatever. You hear, seen fox tracks, deer tracks so far, nothing materialized out of that yet. But off we are going. Grouse, whew. I don't know if I got him. Wow. There must have been 5 of them. Whew. I was just gonna say, I'm getting put to the test again today. And luckily, right when I turned the camera on, they took off. Man. Look at this place. That's where I'm headed. Okay, so This is the end of the East Branch Trail. And we cross over, and it looks like we hook onto the Loyalsock. So that's what we're gonna do. This will be trail 3, I think 3 out of 5, I think. I'll let you know once we get up here. But, yep, we cross over here. We'll turn right here instead of going straight. We're going to turn right after the creek, turn left. And we are on the Loyalsock. All right, I'll keep you updated on the happenings. Okay, so now I cross the creek. Cross it, we'll climb up. You can see over there, there's a sulfur, some kind of sulfur coming out. I can smell it, it's really pungent. Ew. But yeah, so if I'm filtering water, maybe upstream from this. But yeah, I got to cross this and up we go again. Beautiful area here. There's a campsite right up in the, tucked back in there a little bit. Very nice. These creek crossings are becoming a normal thing here. But these rocks are very slippery. I'm telling you, you got to be careful. The ones that are out of the water are more slippery than the ones in. Just got to take your time. There's no hurry. You're already wet. Whatever. Nice and easy. You ever hear the story about the turtle and the rabbit? Slow and steady wins the race. But we made it. Okay, so once you cross the creek, you come up the hill here. A nice little bridge over there. And you'll cross and head upwards. This is the trail I believe you get on. That's gonna take us to a view. Or the view. So yeah, cross over here. And for those of you that don't want to hike this, you can take, there's a road, Canyon Vista Trail, or road, I believe this is. And you can drive it all the way to the top, right to the vista. But where's the fun in that, right? All right, off we go. All right, so this beautiful thing's right as soon as you cross the road. Awesome place. Beautiful falls right here. I don't know what the name of this one is, but it's beautiful. Keystone Hiker Falls. No, this thing's really nice. It has to have a name. Beautiful. What a unique looking waterfall here with the log. That's what it's all about, like this, stuff like this. Something you don't see every day. Draws me out all the time. Okay, so this is what a trail registry looks like. And then on the bottom there it tells you these trails are maintained by volunteers associated with the Alpine Club of Williamsport in conjunction with staff from the Loyalsock State Forest and World's End State Park. There's stuff there if you want to join or help out. So they are the Loyalsock Trail Cross Connector and Old Loggers Path, OLP. Hey, these guys put the work in, man. No one pays them, so especially these trail guys. So if you got the time to give, that's all you have to give is time or donations. Think about it. All right, just cruising along here in the Loyalsock. What a great, oh, that breeze. You don't know how that feels. And also them deer flags. Oh man, they're worse than the mosquitoes, but this is a good, nice little area right here.
Break from the heat, getting a drink. Everything needs water these days.
Okay, now we hooked up with the dirt road, Canyon Vista Road, I believe it is. I'm not sure. But we're at Canyon Vista anyhow, so. They do have bathrooms here, parking area. Now look, this is a place where there's gonna be people and lots of them most of the time. So, you know, they're gonna be getting pictures, you know, be kind. But there's even horse hitching. Awesome. Let's go down this way. So here's some information. Let's go over here first. It says Loyalsock Canyon Vista, World's End State Park, elevation 1,750 feet. And right behind that are the bathrooms. I remember I was up here one time and I had to hide in there from a thunderstorm. That didn't never stop, so I ended up getting wet anyhow. But so, all right, so they have these pathways too. So big parking area. Should have a pretty good day for the view today. Very excited for this. This is Canyon Vista, people. Very nice place. I'm surprised nobody's here. You see the Loyalsock down there. You see it weaves, the way it weaves through the mountain, through the canyon. Very beautiful. Okay, so I wanted to kind of tell you how to get out of this, how the trail I'm taking, but people came. So at the Vista, if you're looking at the Canyon Vista, you're gonna go left up along the wooden fence and you'll start seeing blue and yellow blazes. The blue are the Canyon Vista Trail, so that's the one you want. But man, what a What a day it is. I mean, with the breeze here is just welcome beyond anything in my imaginations. But it's keeping the bugs away. The sun came out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I think we're still in for some good stuff here on this trail, if I'm not mistaken. Stay tuned. Okay, as you head down the Canyon Vista Trail, here you come across Ticklish Rock. So let's check this out. I've been here before, but we'll get a shot of it again. It's pretty unique. Just standing there by itself. Another very beautiful part of the Loyalsock State Forest here. Sun broke through, coming through the canopy a little bit here. Whew. There you go. Get too comfortable and them rocks will come right out from underneath you. Woo! Good save though, I had to save myself. But look at this here, jeez. Now if you come up this is a gradual climb, but it's not too bad. Okay, so now we're down here where we leave cross connector. As you can see here, the cross connector will go straight. We're going to do a hairpin to the right and follow all the blue. So now we're just on the Canyon Vista Trail. Still cruising out here in the Canyon Vista Trail. Pretty neat little path. You know, forest is encroaching on it, but nothing bad. I mean, it's wet, whatever, but pretty nice. It's really nice. It's in good shape too, considering all the weather and all the people that use it. Because this is in the World's End State Park. It's one of my grandparents' favorite place to come. They got stuck here one time, pulling the trailer in the snow. Dedication. Yeah, this is nice here. But one thing, as you come down, the breeze gets lower and lower. So you got lots of this stuff here too. Here we are. Very rugged forest. Right, it's a cool part between these little rock garden here. got it all. Views, water, rocks, terrain, mud, sweat. But look at this. Heck yeah. Sun's coming out and hitting it right as we're going through. Beautiful. See squiggles in through here. Through all these little rocks. Not little rocks, but probably car-sized rocks here. Awesome. All right, this keeps giving. Here's another nice little view of Warren's window. Looks the same, but we're down the hill a little bit further. I should say mountain, really, but yeah. You can see the people on it, maybe can't, but they're down there. Looks like kayaking and tubing. Perfect day for that, man. Yep. Awesome. Warren's window. Alrighty, one more look at Warren's window here. On the Canyon Vista Trail. We're making our way through the Loyalsock today. Don't quit my day job, I know. But man, this is awesome. This is the final day of my adventure, but it's given it to me. I got a little bit of everything. Just like most everything else. Ups, downs, in-betweens. It's all part of it. But we're making our way. All right. Beautiful place again. Trips in through this. It opens open forest. Everything. Very beautiful. Right, so we came to another intersection. It says Loyalsock goes up, Canyon Vista Straight, Family Campground Straight, but we're going to do another hairpin to the left and go down the Loyalsock. Yep, there we go. Down we go. I can hear the Loyalsock more and more if that is every little step I take. Now, this is a hike that I found that I did. I mean, there is so many different ways you can get to that vista or wherever you got to go, because they all you can interlock all these trails up in here. World's End. It's noted for that. I mean, fishing. I mean, you name it, it's noted for. But I'll tell you, it has a lot of trails. And the mountains up here ain't too small. Terrain's rugged. You got to know what you're doing. But research and do your stuff and find what fits for you. 3-mile hikes, 8-mile hikes, 20-mile hikes, day hikes, whatever. Try it out. Another cool section here with the rocks. Trail hugs right up against it. stuff, easy stuff. Love it. Look at this. Okay, beautiful area here again. Moss covered rocks. We're almost back to the vehicle, but beautiful. All right, so once you come across or get to the road, you're gonna go right across it. Stay on the Loyalsock. Boy, that near the end there, before we crossed the road, oh man, that was awesome. Those rocks, and the path was just narrow, single track. I like that. And with single track, you got the mud bog. But all in all, we're not done quite yet, but what a great day so far. Okay, so you'll hear the familiar sounds of Double Run. Cross connector keeps going this way. We're going to do another hairpin towards the sound and stay on the hook on the cross connector, and towards the sound it'll be another right hairpinner. If you remember those there. So you go down here and you hook onto that road and walk back to the truck. Double Run Trail again. There you have it. Back on the green. All right. Stay tuned. We got another half of the day yet. Don't know what's going to go on. I have no idea. But always remember, at the end of these, I always give words of wisdom. Beautiful. Love it. So I came across the street here on the cross connector, and this is a shot of Loyalsock Creek. Flowing nicely. Well, so much for heading back to camp right away, because now I found another trail. My wanderlust took over, so I'm going to go down the trail a little bit here. This is a cross connector. It crossed over 154. Look at this. This is pretty nice. We are right along the road, so you're probably going to hear traffic. But swimming. Awesome. Okay, so on my way up to camp, I figured I'm gonna check out it says Forksville Campground or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's what it says when you come across the bridge there on Rock Run Road. Just veer right. But check this one out. This is site 980. This is, you can put anything here. Camper, hammock, tents galore, probably hammocks galore. And you got your conventional fire pit right here. You got all that room back in here, and the ground is like pine needles. You know, I mean, if I was here, boom, there's a tree, there's the other one. That's where I'd be hanging. And look at this, amazing, beautiful place here. Used to be a site of the Conservation Corps. There's a bunch of sites in here, but I'm just picking out the ones that, you know, so far this is the third one. That's pretty good. Some of them are close, some are side by side, but this one takes the cake. Well, so far. I got a little bit of loop here to go. Yeah, check it out. 980. All right, here's another one I would highly recommend. 971. Same loop. Look at this one. Hammocks, tents, trailer. You got it covered. If these are under state forest, which I'll be looking it up, they're, for 3 days I paid $36.50. Very nice place here. The only drawback I've seen, but it depends how the year is going, and it's been damp here, so you got this behind here. Again, it's something to consider, but this is also something to consider. I think there's a path here that goes to the Loyalsock. And out of nowhere, there's a chimney. There's probably buildings here. Like I said, this is a Conservation Corps project in here. Who's a building of it? So this is This might be a game changer from this 971 here. Oh, look at here. Awesome. Don't ask me what they are. Maybe somebody that knows there. Some kind of eagle maybe? A hawk? Falcon? I don't know. But there they are. Awesome. They're fishing. See a mudslide right over here, straight away. Oh yeah. I mean, there's a nice swimming hole. Right there. Yeah. I don't know, 971. Oh. Hard to turn down. Okay, for those of you that are interested in them campground or that campsites I just showed you, it says it's Forksville Campground, but it also has Jakersville Campground. So maybe that's something you want to, you got two, options there. Check on them. But they are some beautiful sites. The only thing is there's a couple of, there's probably 10 or so back there. But yeah, there's your information for you. And I go up Rock Run to Soanes Pond, get back to camp. All right, these rocks are along Rock Run Road. Awesome features up here. Beautiful. If you like rocks, this is a place to come. All right, so I'm gonna, since this is day 3 and tomorrow I leave, I'm gonna start packing up, but I wanna kind of recap on today. So I got up early because I knew, from research and the weather that, it's going to be a hot one today, and it is. It's hot, humid, and I know like in between maybe 2 and 5 o'clock, maybe 1 and 6, maybe it could be whatever is the hottest part of the day. So I don't want no parts of that. So I got up early and headed down to Double Run, the Double Run parking area, and started there. Went up. It wasn't very long that I was on that, but it was a beautiful section where Cottonwood Falls was, and it just started to hike off like, here you go, you better hang on. And it was the whole day was. So we went up across, got across the brand new bridges there, and hooked on the East Branch Trail, hiked the whole thing, because it says it started here and it ended there. So, but that held its own there too. There was some good, nice water along that. And then we hooked on the Loyalsock, and of course that's always majestic, and the rocks and stuff along there, amazing. But then we got hooked up to the Canyon Vista, which is probably one of the well-known vistas in Pennsylvania. I was surprised there, which another reason why I get up so early. I might not get lighting all the time, but there was no people there that I could do my thing, which I got there. I did my thing, got it all. I was about ready to leave. I got my map out and I'm looking at it, and that's when people came. So actually worked out the way I wanted to. Not that I'm afraid of people, but I like to film my stuff. And, I do interact with them when they're there or whatever. But so then we hooked from there. We hooked on the Canyon Vista Trail. Boom, boom, down through there, that little boulder field there. That was pretty unique. I did Warren's Window, Ticklish Rock was there. Pretty great day. We got back to the truck there, and across the street there, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna eat something here. When I thought, look, you know what, what's across the street? So I went across the street, and man, that Loyalsock was bouncing too today. It was really nice. I'm really glad I went over there. Them campsites near the end, right down over the hill, where you get up, where I get on here, check them out. I mean, I'm gonna. I got my favorites, man. I'm gonna check them out. How do you rent these? Can you rent them or whatever? It says permit required, just like these do. So I think that's a good sign. But we were in World's End a bit today, State Park, and I got some information on that. There was 2 other names for that, actually. They both began with, it was Whirls, WHIRLS. One was Whirl's End, one was Whirl's, it was Whirl's apostrophe Glen, GLEN. Before it, and right now is World's End. So yeah, there's some information about that. You know, that was I never knew that. But yeah, so I'm getting ready to pack this stuff up, and I don't know if I'm gonna make a fire yet. I didn't hear no thunder, you know, and it's getting to that time. But it was a great day today, and you know what? Loyalsock just filled me up. Is exactly what I needed. Everything that I needed. You know, it was. I'm happy. So let me get packed up here and stay tuned for the words of wisdom, and who knows what else. I don't know. Thank you for joining me here on the Keystone Hiker. Well, if you watched my channel before, you know what this is. Steak night. Let's get it. All right, there you have it. I'm using that grill top. That works perfect for 2 steaks like that for me. Not thin ones, granted. You know, you gotta plan, you gotta get things, you know, convenience for you. This is gonna take 3 minutes on each side and maybe a minute, you know, cooling off. That's about it. But it's a very nice, easy, you know, if you want to be the cool guy in the state park, do this. I just do it because I had the logs, and you know, going forward, I'm gonna do it too. It's convenient, you know. I got 1 dish to do right now, but yeah, awesome. There's a lot of different conveniences for this because, you know, being in a state forest like this, you know, you're pretty much always in the woods more than like a state park. Not that cleanliness is, you shouldn't do it in state parks, but out here you should, you know, extreme do it. That'll, you know, it save the animals' lives, it save your, you know, life, and you never know. But this, you know, this is cooked right over the fire. That log will burn, all that smell will burn, and my steaks are getting smoked. Convenience. But yeah, this is a great way to do it. I mean, I opened up a nice cold beverage and dumped some on there too. So a minute or 2, I'm done. I'm ready. All right, I'm about done here. So I wanted to show you another piece of equipment I got. This is for grabbing cans out of a fire like this, or a plate like this. All right, so all you'll do, obviously there's fire here, so you want to go back and squeezer and just lift it up and bring it right with you. It's a lot better than handling it, try when they, so it works pretty good. Can you smell them? Yeah. Goody goody. Looks awesome. Dig in. Okay. We reached the end of the adventure. And I'll tell you what an awesome time. I mean, it started on day 1 when, I mean, I got here a little later than I usually do. And I figured I'd just go down to someone's pond, you know, and get what I can down there before the night comes. But then I found Tamarack Run Natural Area. I'll tell you what, that moss in that place over there is, I never seen nothing like it, and I just can't stop thinking about it. till 2 days after, I'm still thinking about it. And it's not, get yourself a purple lizard map and look that up and go from here. This campsite, you just jump right across the street, bang, and it's right there. But, oh, beautiful. And then that evening I heard a bunch of owls. I believe that was that first night. I heard a bunch of owls. I haven't heard nothing since. Maybe tonight, you never know. Knock on wood. Then day 2, we got up and ran down the Sones there to get some morning stuff. Fog was lifting. Sun was coming up. Pretty cool. It was pretty neat. Then we had it from there. We came back through and jumped on the Loyalsock Trail and headed to Alpine Falls. And I'll tell you, man, that was pretty amazing. That was very nice scenery in through there. After we came back from that, we went down Rock Run. Before that, I went to store, and I hope I can get this mixed in, but we'll see if it happens. You already did see it, so I seen the mom and 3 cubs. But anyhow, what's on video is I went down to Rock Run down there, and I've seen these squares on this purple lizard map and looked them up, and here it was Cascades. So hey, I'm there. It was trekking again through the nettle, stinging nettle. Oh my gosh, had enough of that for the year already on this trip, man. I'll tell you, it puts a hurting on you sometimes. But it was very nice down in Cascades, and actually day 3. I'll just go right into day 3. I got up early. I wanted to get up there and beat the heat because it said it's going to be really humid and this, that, and the other. So I got up real early and got out there and got on Double Run there. And man, that really showed me something. Cottonwood Falls, man, and I'll tell you, the bridges coming across there. That's the stuff that I love. I love that stuff there. It was brand new too. It almost, wasn't old. Put it that way. Then we got on to East Branch and booked it up over there, and pretty nice scenery there. It really held its own. Had some good cascades of its own, and plus I was walking along it, and nice, easy sound on the ears. And then we hooked up to the Loyalsock, which took us right into the Canyon Vista, which that's one, like I said, I think I said before on the video here, that it's one of the most photographed vistas in Pennsylvania. I'm sure of it if you look it up. But then we head down a Canyon Vista Trail, which we ran into some of them rocks in through there. It was cool because it was like this. It wasn't just straight through, and you got on this side. It was cool. I loved that part. And then we got to the truck there, and for whatever reason, my Wonderlust. Don't forget about Warren's Window. That was pretty cool there, and Ticklish Rock. But when I got to the truck there, and I said, you know what? I got to go over and see this. And next thing you know, down I go, down to Loyalsock. There you go. Down to Loyalsock I go, and got some pretty good video there. It's just so serene. People are down there swimming, and it's amazing there. Then I came up and went down Rock Run there because when I was down there before, I was coming up and I seen these awesome rocks, man, with white and stuff on there, which I got some photographs of those. And it was really neat, really awesome time I had up here. And I'll tell you what, if you're in the woods long enough, I think the bugs will let you alone. I don't know. I'm just saying. But I just want to give you some words of wisdom, and I hope they help somebody. But do it now, because later might become never. Those are the words of wisdom. I hope you use them wisely. If you ever feel like you're down and about or down and out, get out here and check out Mother Nature. For the day, I'm telling you, it's going to change your world, change your mind, change the way you think. So that's just me anyhow. But always remember, get off your seat and move your feet. And thank you again 100% for joining me here on the Keystone Hiker. I'm going to burn the rest of my wood because I ain't carrying it home. Have a good night.